Next one we're going to talk about is going to be a little bit more, I would consider a little bit more traditional set of three. So when you think about wall groupings, several different sizes come to mind. The set of three from the people that we spoke with tends to be the more popular of all of them if they're gonna group that into one. Now this particular grouping is going to fit into another sweet spot price point. It's not going to be the Big Mac. It's not going to be the lowest end. It's going to be somewhat towards the middle. So let's get into talking about the nuts and bolts and specifics of this one. Robert, do you want to take us on a little tour?
Sure. So let's take a look. We have this hung on the wall for a couple of reasons, just to show you what it's like, first of all, and also to talk about relative sizing. Okay, you see my huge carcass in the frame a little bit with that. When people say, and they look at something like this, and we'll go through these piece by piece, but this center one, which is the large piece, is 20 by 24. And people say, 20 by 24? Oh, no, I just need an 8 by 10. Well, okay,
right.
Go get a ruler and put 10 inches on your wall, and you'll see just really how insignificant that is. So this sort of middle range package here, what we're gonna see on the outsides are the same size and piece, essentially. So we're seeing a 16 by 20 premium fine art canvas. Okay, premium fine art gallery wrap. These happen to have a white border on the outside, which is just a click of a button if you want it. Or of course you can wrap the image, so 16 by 20 premium fine art. And then following with that, that's also what we have in the inside of this float frame. So this is a 20 by 24, as we mentioned, premium fine art. These all three have the semi-gloss lamination, which is nice. It has presence and it's not overwhelming. And this is going to be surrounded by the light wood float frame. So as we were panning by closely on this, you see all the float frames are going to have a little bit of air around them, right, which will make the piece appear to float within the frame. It's a pretty cool effect. But also this is still clean, it's organic, kind
that's
of
a good
feeling
word right there.
To it. And so that's this one. We have the two on the outside, which are the same size, in this particular case, a 16 by 20, then the float frame 20 by 24 inside.
Yeah, and I love how we're showing this with the center image being float frame because, again, some people think, okay, it always has to be the same thing. Well, it doesn't. It can be two different things. It can be three different things. It can be four different things depending on the size of the collage. This is a prime example when you have three pieces to take the center one, the main focus point, here being the family, and draw a little bit more attention to that. Now, there's going to be some interesting schools of thought from this side of the table on pricing on this one. Now, this one is actually our next step up retail pricing, but in comparison to the three-piece frame collage, cost of goods actually went down, okay, by like $19 or $18. In my world, canvas has a little bit higher perceived value, okay?
Right.
And I think if you took that poll across your client base, people would agree with that. It doesn't hurt to make a little bit of extra money on canvas. I don't think anybody would complain about that. So this is going to be our next step up retail pricing, all right? So on this particular collage, being the 20 by 24 natural wood, float framed with the two 16 by 20s on either side of it, I would recommend being in that $22.95 to $27.95 price range. Again, not a crazy number, very approachable. This particular collage is perfectly suited for above a couch or a smaller room, right, or in a den or a family room. It will fit in most places. So this particular one we've seen for years. It's very popular, creates a great amount of markup in your cost of goods area, and it will sell itself.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking out White House Custom Color on YouTube. Check out for the information below, and also don't forget to smash that subscribe button.